màá fẹ́ dúró sí bíbá ìtorí pé àwọn gẹ́sì kan á ti rẹ́dì ọkọ̀ fẹ́ tàwọn lólobó tọ́pìkì wọn kò ní kọ́ mú láàrin tó bá rí bíbá yìí wọ́n ṣàgbà àwọn òbí níyànjú ọ̀gá mi ni wọ́n lè dàbí ọmọ kékeré ṣùgbọ́n ọlọ́ba ní kí n tí àwọn afá máa pọ́nlé lára yàn bí mo lọ́ máa pọ́nlé táàbù máa pọ́nlé lè yàn pọ́nlé lára yàn ẹ̀rí professor ni wọ́n torí pé ọmọ tí professor bí ni wọ́n àwọn tó bá mọ professor Òkèbùkọ́lá Peter Òkèbùkọ́lá distinguished professor Òkèbùkọ́lá ẹ̀rọ àwọn product wọn máa ń yan ọbẹ̀ níwèé ni wọ́n ọlọ́wọ́ fi Islam rọ bàbá lọ́rùn àwọn ni wọ́n ní lókè wọ́n ti wáyé lásìkò COVID wọ́n ní kọ́ ọdún wa sálámù sí ọmọ ní Islam MC ẹ jẹ́ kí n pe lecturer I have the singular honor of inviting náà ní rẹ̀ nàkọ̀sọ́ náà ní Dr. Ibrahim Adekunle Ọládẹjọ with due permission from Dr. Abdulkarim Kausar Tọ́síwá with the permission of Dr. Kausar náà Dr. Ọládẹjọ.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi pè àwọn ọmọ SS3 kí wọ́n máa bọ̀ lórí ìjókòó. I need them. Àwọn SS3 yẹn wọ́n wà very important. While they are coming, I will be doing a few other things. Mo kí ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ wà lórí ìkàlẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa àti ẹ̀yin màmá wa. Pàápàá jùlọ àwọn olùkọ́ wa tí wọ́n di iléèwé yìí wọ́n lè kí ewu àwọn awardees èmi náà jókòó sí ẹ̀mú pẹ̀lú ọlọ́run God win bí àṣà àwọn ọmọ wa náà lèmi náà máa gba award báyìí I will do my best to be like one of you or all of you someday. Very important to me. Bàbá tó mú ìbò sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan wọ́n sọ pé save the best for the last. Mo máa tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ nísìnyí máa save it for the last tó wà important to me. Dr. Hamza wọ́n fún mi ní èmi náà máa ṣe àmúlùmọ́lá ẹ̀ máa máa sọ Yorùbá máa máa sọ Yorùbá mọ́ra wọn ẹ má bínú tó yìnbó Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ dùn tó ti wó ọlá pé mi ò wá sí nínú Islam tá pé wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nínú Islam nígbà tí wọ́n bí mi nínú Islam lẹ́kẹ́ mi náà wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀sà eléyìí wù mí tẹ́lẹ̀gbọ̀n kan. Now Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin for his mercies, for his blessings in our lives. We seek his blessings upon the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one from whom we have learned everything that we practice and that we will continue to practice on the day of Yom Kippur. We extend that blessings on all of his sahabas and all of us, all of those of us who will follow him on the day of Yom Kippur. May Allah continue to bless us. Today is a significant day in the life of our children, particularly the SS3 graduate. Mind my word, I am saying graduate for one person, graduates for all of them. By the time you now have your certificates, you will become graduates. So please take that home. At the moment you are graduate, by the time you have your certificates, you become graduates. Before I go into a few things, offer me 15 minutes. Cast time me. Oh, okay, but time me. But I'm 20. I will do my best not to go beyond 20. There are two things that I've seen. Okay, two things that I want to quickly point out because I'm a teacher. There is one in this manual that looks like a conflicting statement to me. I'm a discusser. That's number one. Number two is in the dressing of our male graduates. I want to participate in one. Since the official settings ni their dressing is incomplete. Ẹ lè gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú mi ẹ wo yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pé ẹ wo mi ẹ wo stars ẹ wo chairman PTA wa ẹ wo rọ́ọ̀lù wa bọ́ ẹ wo bó ṣe mọ̀ṣá wà àwọn boys wa yìí lẹ́yìn àfáà yìí nìkan fìlà yẹn ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbẹ̀ ó bá jẹ́ fìlà Yorùbá o ó bá jẹ́ fìlà títí àwọn aláfáà mi títí stars o ìyẹn ló máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ official dressing because this is an official program so ká correct it inshallah thank you very much sir. So ẹlẹ́kejì yẹn àmọ́ sọ ìgbà tí ń lára yẹn ok ẹ má bínú ìwà àwa tíjà nìyẹn a lè sọ we don't know how to look away that is one of our characteristics.
Yeah, no, just now.
In my discussion with Dr. Amusa because ká sọ kò dàbí ká sọ tẹni tó fẹ́ ẹ̀ńtà sọ fún ká sọ tó fẹ́ gbọ́ nígbà míì. So I asked him when he said ọ̀sán-àrẹ̀jọ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wá báwọn ọmọ wa sọ̀rọ̀ fíṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ ní on 27th mo ní inshallah àwọn àbímátì sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kí n ṣọ́ dáadáa o mo ní màá gbìyànjú pé every other thing on that day I will cancel it and alhamdulillah I was able to fulfil that promise. Inú gbàdúgbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ mo rí pé wọ́n ní interest in talking about university education and vocational education. Tábà sọ pé lẹ́yìn agbamítẹ̀ wa ni as graduate of secondary school that will soon become graduates by the line of the Western education nǹkan tó kàn lọ́rọ̀ yín ní kẹ́ máa wò pé mo fẹ́ ṣe higher learning usually we talk about the university mo ṣe pé àwọn òbí ń gbọ́ mo lè ṣe pé àwọn tó ń jẹ́ alámòjútó yín as parents or guidance wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi but mo ń sọ fún yín because mo lọ́wọ́ wọn conscience mi ẹ fẹ́ take higher learning but kí ló ń fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa níbí báyìí láwùjọ wa ẹ dákun ẹ̀jọ̀ wọn tó bá lè fún mi attention mo ní ìdè tí ẹ bá sọ pé higher learning fún ọmọ primary school higher learning ní junior secondary school fún ọmọ JSS3 higher learning ní senior secondary school ní ìtumọ̀ tó dìbò mo sọ yẹn o fún ẹ̀yin anything tẹ́ bá ṣe lẹ́yìn secondary school yìí higher learning ni oh are you with me at all anything that you take from this moment forward as skill as bookish knowledge for you is higher learning because you may not have been able to do that while you are taking this course but because you are done with this becomes the prerequisite that you need to attain that other knowledge. So that is an higher learning for you. But the peak of higher learning, however, by the structure of Western education is called the university education. Àwọn Yorùbá sọ pé ilé ìwé fáfitì àbí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ fáfitì. But the truth of the matter is this. Ní nǹkan tí mo rí inú Dr. Amusa gbogbo wù wọ́n kí n bá yín sọ. The university education, is it meant for all? That's the question. The university education, is it meant for all? If the answer is yes, if the answer is no, I leave it today as a rhetorical question. If it is meant for all, at what time should any individual consider a university education? That becomes question number 2. I leave number 1 as rhetorical, but we have to provide an answer to question number 2. And once we are done with that, I drop the mic. At what time should you consider a university education? Ẹlẹ́gùtẹ̀ wáyé gbogbo òbí pátá ló ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ pé tọmọ wọn bá ṣe ń kó secondary school tó ń dàgbà láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà kó dẹni tó máa dòmìnira ara ẹ̀. Nínú òmìnira sà àti mà ní pé in the next 4-5 years afẹ́rẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yìí pé wọ́n ti parí ìpele ẹ̀kọ́ mi wọ́n tẹ̀lé òfin onífúdọ̀mù àti mú ìgbé mi wọ́n ti parí ìpele ẹ̀kọ́ mi wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lè tó ẹni tó ń bọ́ ara wọn. That will be the next stage. Kò sí òbí tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ọmọ òun 25, 26, 27 kó sì wá máa tọrọ owó oúnjẹ lọ́wọ́ òun láàárọ̀ àbí lọ́sàn-án àbí lálẹ́ ọlọ́wọ́n òdì ní sàwọn ọmọ ìwà náà bẹ́ẹ̀. If that is the next stage, then what questions do you need to ask yourself? University education or other forms of education, vocational, skills and innovation, give it whatever name you want. But our attention, most parents' attention is always about university. The list is more than 100. Emeka Vice Chancellor, for God's sake, I don't know how to bring all of those people in. Thomas is okay, ọmọ wa ọmọ university, ẹlẹ́kùn lọ́kọ̀ jam, ṣó ti kọ́, kí ló gbà, ní tó gbà yìí kò lè wọ́, ó fẹ́ ṣe law, kí ló ní 220, kò lè ṣe é. I work in the most sought after university in Nigeria today. That is what JAMB declares. Gbogbo bi attention wa ni university. Nígbà tá a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé ṣé university nìkan lóríire wà ní? Ṣé tí o bá ti lọ sí university yẹn ṣé kò lè jẹ́ èèyàn ni? Tí kò bá ti lọ sí university yẹn ṣé kò lè dáa fún mi? Ṣé kò lè jẹ́yàn láwùjọ ni? Ṣé kò lè jẹ́ ní àpẹẹrẹ rere ni? Don't forget, ìbéèrè méjì tá a mú lọ ni pé university education, who is it meant for? Is it for all? Ìbéèrè kejì ni pé if it is for all, at what time does it become important for you? As individuals, the first and the most important part of enlightenment is self-understanding. You should know yourself. Knowing yourself, understanding who you are, understanding what makes you, that self-discovery is most important for the next phase of your life. Your parents are there to guide you, your teachers are there to guide you, but you also need to understand yourself. I give you a simple hint. If you are thinking about university education, you are asking yourself the following question: am I a theoretical person? Ṣé mímọ̀ kàmàkọ́ ṣóhun ló máa ń wù mí jù? The university is an institution that is theory based, fully theory based. Even when you say that wọ́n máa ń ṣe practical, wọ́n ní engineering, the first 3 years of your life theory ẹ̀ ló ń kọ́ lọ. So if you are a theoretical person, maybe the university is for you as your next phase. But tó bá jẹ́ pé mo like láti máa ṣe, tí n bá ti wò mo lè ṣe, mo lè fọwọ́ mi yí padà, tí n bá rò pé ó lè yẹ kó rí báyìí o, mo lè go into it. Maybe vocational education is the next thing for you. Am I saying that if you go to the university, you should not do vocational education? No. Am I saying that if you take vocational education, you should not take university? No. But I am talking about what is next. Mo ti rí àwọn ọmọ tó kọ JAMB fún ọdún márùn lákọ túkọ torí kí ni? Tí o bá lè gbé, there are other things to do in life. That university education, that child will still attain without needing to go through that stress, to go to the other one. Because then, what research is showing us is that tọ́mọ bá ṣe ń pẹ́ kó tó re-admission wọ university náà ló máa ń psychological defects ní ìpàbọ̀ṣọ̀ àpapọ̀ ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Very few ni o remember all those stories pé I wrote JAMB 5th time, came out as best review student. Ẹyọ kan ní 1 million ni o. It is 1 out of 1 million. That is the reality. The truth is, ọmọ tó kọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó ní shoulder bag. But ọkọlá ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ti wà ní 300 level or 400 level or 200 level kó ọdún kọ́ ẹ̀ ó ní rẹ̀wẹ̀sì tó ń ṣe ní ìsàlẹ̀ ọmọ. And as parents, a gbọ́dọ̀ wà a little careful of this push, a lot is coming from us. Torí pé ọmọ babalábáyà ti wà ní Footmina, Ṣákì tèmi náà gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní LAUTECH. It is not a race to be competed for. What is important is that the next line of these young warlocks, how do we guide them appropriately? And again, I'm using the word guide. And as parents, maybe we close our eyes at something. Guidance tí mo sọ yẹn, òní kọ́ ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Ó yẹ ká ti mọ̀ ọ́ nígbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wà léwe. When that child was 7, was 8, was 9, was 10, as parents, there is no way unless we have looked away. Lẹ́ẹ̀tì ní rí tó ń wù láti jà àbí tó ń wù láti ṣe. Yorùbá sọ pé ọmọ tó bá máa jẹ́ àṣàmú kékeré ló ti máa ṣẹnu ṣámṣám tí mo bá. Fún tọ́mọ yẹn fẹ́ yà yẹn kékeré ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bóyá kò dojú kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ torí kò wù wá. Because you are a barrister and you have a law firm, you just want your child to inherit that firm at all costs. O gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe law ní ṣáá. I ti gbọ́ so many stories about ọmọ tó parí tẹ́gbẹ́ dáàdì mi certificate yẹn rèé o mo ti parí ẹ̀tọ́ nǹkan tó wù mí ní sinimá yìí music ni mo ń bá rẹ lọ. Mi ò ní kẹ́ ẹ lọ́kọ́ ní o ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ o mo fi ń ṣàkàwé ọ̀rọ̀ ni o mi ò ní sọ pé mi ò tún dáa náà ẹ má fi ṣì mí gbọ́ o mo fi ń ṣàkàwé ọ̀rọ̀ ni o kí wọ́n ti pé dókítà kan wá sínú Islam ó lè gbọdọ̀ kọrin àbóníkẹ́ máa kọrin ṣé mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lábẹ́bẹ́ yẹn. The bone of contention is at what time, at this time of your life, when should you consider vocational education? I'm just giving you the two basic things that you need. Other ones are subsidiaries. If you want a university education, what is your capability? What is your strength? Ọmọ kan gba 207, bàbá yìí pèrè ló fẹ́ ṣe medicine, ló fẹ́ jíire. Èmi ò mọ́rọ́ pa òtítà ní mi 207 medicine. Nígbà tí mo ní ọmọ ìyá kan tó gba 305 tó ń sunkún pé 305 yẹn ó kéré sí òtí kò ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ sí ma gba 305. Ìwù yẹn rẹ́dí fún wàhálà àwẹ̀. Ọpọlọ ẹ gbé wàhálà ẹ̀mí ẹ gbé 305 nínú 400 tí n bá gbà mo gbọ́dọ̀ sùn lóyè yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbá. Ọgbọ́dọ̀ láti ń bọ́lọ̀ ra ìkẹ́ fún mi lẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣú. Ọmọ kan wá gba 207. The parents had the God to call me and say ó fẹ́ ṣe medicine. Níbo nílùú bóyá ní Benin tó ti fi lo jam abẹ́rẹ́ àkàndá tó bá ti ní ó level ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ lówó ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ó lè wá ṣe. But not in Nigeria. So my talk is context based. I'm talking about Nigeria for Nigerians. There are countries in the world that with your O level and some simple exams, you can do any course you want. But Nigeria for Nigeria, UTME is basic. If you want to go into full-time university education. So here, ìyá kan ló rán aṣọ yìí. Ìyá kan ló rán aṣọ yìí. Malam Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, one time in one of his speeches, also say, why do you need a credit in English language to study a Greek in the university? Do you want to speak to the Catus? Do you want to speak English to the Catus? So, if your strength tí o bá gbé nǹkan tó máa fi ṣe medicine kí ló gbé tí interest ẹ tí kò bá gbé nǹkan tó fi ń tán wá ní kí ló gbé so it's about you. Photography yẹn how many minutes mo ti lò 10 minutes good oku 5 ẹrù òkú tọmọ yìí ṣe lónìí èmi àti ustaz sọ̀rọ̀ pálẹ̀ gan nígbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe tailoring a máa ń wo ni pé tailor èmi tailor lónìí yìí owó tailor pa lọ́sẹ̀ graduate mi ò lè pa nínú ọkọ̀ tí mo ti wá 35,000 naira níṣẹ́ tíjà lórí Islam kò ló sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní Kòròdú 35,000 graduate kí ló fẹ́ fi rà iṣẹ́ aṣọ tí mo wọ̀ yìí òun ni mo wá wọ̀ sọ àti mo price ẹ̀ ó lè rán mẹ́wàá lọ́sẹ̀ kan. Vocational education. That is why the president, under the IDAS program, Abel Simare, LASU, and so many other universities will compete for. The result is yet to be out. one of the reign missing in all universities or selected universities in Nigeria is a project under the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration for vocational studies. Àwọn ọmọ tó fẹ́ manipulate, tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ọwọ́, tó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan and by iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ kò ní kò ní kọ kò ní kà. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká dàrú o. When I say vocational education, kò ní kò ní kọ kò ní kà àbí kò ní jẹ́ láwùjọ. No. But ó máa ṣe less of kíkọ kíkà, ó máa ṣe more of ṣíṣe. So at this stage of your life, I don't know you, I don't know your parents. If your dad has that thing that is more than enough for you, such that you do not need to look for salary or earning, you just want to learn. Keep learning. Owó is a problem, man. Survival is a problem, man. Owó ń jẹ́ ti owó tó máa ń lọ́gbọ̀n for the rest of your life. Kò lè kọ́nù wọ̀nyí. You can go to the university and move from BSc to masters to PhD without a break. How many years ni ẹ? Ẹ tó bá kéré jù 8 years ni ẹ tó bá kéré jù or 9 for the service. But òbí mélòó ló lè survive pé lẹ́yìn secondary school ọdún mẹ́sàn-án òun sì ń sanwó lórí ọmọ yẹn lọ owó school owó ilé owó oúnjẹ. Tá a bá tẹ ọ́ wo nǹkan ṣáà tún bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe máa rí. So if that is the case, if the next stage of your life is preparing you for self-sustenance, your independent life, such that you can earn yourself, take care of your basic needs, then you need to ask yourself, what do I need to do? BSc Economics, BA Arts, kò fún anybody ní ₦1 o. ₦1 báyìí kò lè fún ẹ. Nǹkan tó fún ẹ ní ₦1 nínú BSc Economics yẹn ní ìmọ̀ tó níbẹ̀, knowledge, skill tó dé lè lò láti fi solve problem. So that takes to my next line of action or next line of talk. What problems do you enjoy solving? These are questions that will guide you in your next line of action. A, be wary of it. There are so many motivational speakers káàkiri online. Come and do coding. Come and do kinikan. Àwọn ṣe jaku. Leisure coding. Leisure lè kó wà fún leisure. If in the end, only because in the next 6 years, you may likely become redundant. Today, with my simple coding knowledge, somebody can get what today. I have so many sites to call coding to money to develop any app. I will just modify and I'm done. No matter how smart build websites, we thought it was going to be a big thing. Compare that templates. I can make templates here. I'm a modifier. Nobody goes to it again. We taught over 1,000 professors on how to use AI without coding 2 years ago. Today, the knowledge is becoming more rampant. But there are some jobs that AI will never compete with. Mungbo, one documentary 2 days back, I was discussing. Also, the United States of America today is in shortage of about 500,000 plumbers. Plumber, I don't know the plumber. B here is silent consonant, however you know. So it's called plumber. More than 500,000 plumbers who are in shortage of. Chiboni big robots. Call us once again now. Robots from our folly, come at our bonus zinc. No! There are some jobs that are meant for human and they will remain needed for life. No matter how many car, how many hospitals you don't go, I want somebody pé iṣẹ́ àwọn olùkọ́ yìí ṣe kí wọ́n tó lè kọ́ wọn débẹ̀. Èmi, I am one of the teachers that machine dispense me. Nǹkan tí mò ń kọ́ mo lè recall ẹ̀ sórí machine kí n máa lọ. But teachers at that level can never be dispensed. Kò sí machine tó ní emotion láti máa wojú ọmọdé pé ó ń ké ó fẹ́ jẹun ní àbí nínú. That human feeling no need. They will remain teachers for life. If I have my daughter, to bá lóun fẹ́ ṣe teacher, màá ní kó lọ ṣe early childhood education. machine will compete with you. No technology will compete with you. You will ask yourself, why is the world coming back to Industry 5.0? Sorry, Motino, time to Abi. Why is the world coming to Industry 5.0? What is the difference between Industry 4.0 and 5.0? Chipping by Tade, Tab Industry 3.0, land of machines. You want to do no. Let's go to 4.0. 4.0 today, Ako machine war. We are now seeing deficiency. We are now going back to Industry 5.0, where we will have to combine humans and machine. Because place of human is almost indispensable in anything that is called human endeavor. Anything, towards in human, you talk about human endeavor. The place of human is indispensable. So if you do want to become dispensable, you should ask yourself, what profession do I need to consider that is human needed, heavily human needed? Electrician. Electricians will always be needed for life. And I am not advertising any vocational work. Nothing shaka we already. It's about what you want to become and who you want to become. I imagine myself today as a fashion designer. Yes, because I will do so much with it. And 12 wood in the family, I will make so much money from it. Iṣẹ́ yìí, èmi àti Tom kan sọ̀rọ̀ pé àbúrò wa owó tó fi ra machine just some weeks back is about 5 million naira. 5 million just to buy the machine. Kò wá ní wọ́n tó máa pa. Tẹ́ bá fowó náà wò, máa kọ́ ìwọ ní ìlú àgbà mi. So my dear loved ones, as you are moving into the world, these two questions you need to ask yourself. University education, is it for me? At this moment, is it not for me? If the answer is yes, at what time do I need to go to the university? Once I'm going to start teach a very PhD one, come back the class one, come and bow and go on people and call one. Títà wọn bàtà wà ń lọ yìí nísìnyí báyìí, bàtà wà ń lọ nísìnyí ṣé wọn nírí mọ̀ kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Títà wọn wá parí ṣé wọn nírí lónìí? Ìgbà tí nìyẹn, Ostaz. Nígbà táwọn yẹn ń lọ yẹn kò tí ì kàn yín gbà yẹn tó bá gbà yẹn lè lọ ní ní ìyàwó tẹ̀yìn lónìí. Yes, nígbà tí mo lọ ṣe masters àwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ PhD but kò tí ì kàn mí gbà yẹn ìgbà tèmi kọ́. So if you must go to the university, if it's not now, it could be later, and then you will decide. Am I doing this university education for pleasure or for leisure or for me to become a professional? These are the questions that you will need to ask yourself. I ask Allah in His infinite mercy to guide every one of us. Parents, Allah will continue to provide for you. Students, students, Allah will continue to increase you in knowledge and wisdom. And the best that I was saving for the last. The best that I was saving for the last is for me to sincerely thank Dr. Amusa. Iṣẹ́ yìí iṣẹ́ ńlá ni o. Dr. Amusa, kò sí iye ọ̀pọ̀ta lè dá. Kò sí iye owó tó bí o concern by tó ká nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ. Mo sure pé school fees Nurul Islam kò wọ $1 million per session. The 3 times put together. So èlò là ń san. Iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe yìí iṣẹ́ ńlá ní 25 years mo kàn lé maybe àgbọ̀ ọgbẹ́ 3 months tó bí mi ní 25 years and just 25 years 3 months tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nínú Islam ojoojúmọ́ ọjọ́ oòrùn ọjọ́ òjò ọjọ́ ọyẹ́ ọjọ́ ọ̀gbìnìtì wọn dẹ̀ yẹ wọn gbò tó fi dà báyìí Ọlọ́run bá wa dúpẹ́ fún yín sáà. Àtẹ̀yìn àtàwọn sẹ́yìn àtàwọn ìkóró yìí both at the primary level and the secondary school level Ọlọ́run ọba tó ní ẹ̀sìn dáadáa ara wa san fún yín gbogbo iye àwọn ẹ̀mí tẹ̀yìn èkó ṣé tí mo wá sí ìdájọ́ nínú ìlú gbogbo iye wọn pátá wọn àwọn àfisàn ẹlẹ́sìn rẹ̀ dáadáa báyìí kò ní gbé ìlú ìsọdá àwọn ọmọ yẹn subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wassalamu ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.